Hi, friend. I know if you're over 50, you've been giving away $1,000 advice for free. I want to show you how to stop doing that and start getting paid for what you know. Hi, I'm Gwen, and here's what I see happening all the time. You've got decades of experience helping people, solving problems, figuring things out, but you're not seeing the value in it. Meanwhile, someone half your age, they're packaging up some similar information, similar knowledge, or possibly using ChatGPT to do it. And they're making serious money online. And I know this because I've been watching their videos here on YouTube. So today I'm going to walk you through 3 simple steps to turn all of that life experience that you have into a digital product that can make you some actual income. Because being over 50 puts us into two unique situations. One, we already have decades of knowledge and experience right in our heads. And two, we're approaching retirement quickly. And if you're like me, you're thinking about how you'll be bringing in extra income starting probably within the next 10 years or so. By the end of this video, I want you to be able to look at your own knowledge in a completely different way. And if you've ever thought I don't have anything special to offer and I'm honest, I think that way too. I just want you to stick around because what I'm about to explain might just change everything for you. All right. Let's go into step one. Step one is identifying your hidden expertise. And I call it hidden because people over 50, we completely overlook what we know. So here's a simple test. What do people always come to you for advice about? Maybe it's how you stay calm under pressure, or how you manage money through tough times, or even how you keep a marriage strong for 30 years. And again, that's something unique to people our age. Someone half our age can't give that kind of advice. Or maybe even they come to you and ask you, why does your gumbo taste so good? Or why does your barbecue taste so good? Your friends and family aren't asking about this stuff by accident. They're asking because you figured out something that they haven't. So, what are those things? Now, for step two, I want you to take all of that you know and package it into a simple solution. And I don't mean writing a 300-page book. Writing a book is something that many of us have wanted to do for a long time, but we haven't done it because it takes so long to write a book. Let me know in the comments, have you ever thought about writing a book? Now, when I say a simple solution, I'm not talking about 50 or 60 or 1,000 word books. I'm talking about creating a simple workbook or a guide or a step by step system or some other kind of digital product that someone can use to learn from you. So think about it. You didn't learn everything that you know overnight. You figured it out through trial and errors, mistakes, and you eventually figured out what works. The process that you went through to learn what you know now is incredibly valuable to someone who's still struggling to figure it out. But you learned it years ago and you solved it years ago. Their gumbo is too salty. Why is yours just right? Well, that's your special sauce, and that's why they come to you. And then step three, you just need to find the people who need that exact solution. The beautiful thing about the internet is that your someone is out there right now typing into Google exactly the problem that you know how to solve. They're asking Google, why is my gumbo so salty? And if you don't believe me, go and check, and you'll see people are trying to figure out how to fix a salty gumbo. You'll be shocked at the advice they're getting. It is not the best advice. But maybe it's how to organize a small kitchen, or how to deal with difficult neighbors, especially if they are buying their first home, or how to budget on a fixed income, or maybe, how to deal with a boss who's a bully. Whatever you figured out, someone else desperately needs to learn it. Now, here's what's really exciting about this. You don't need to be the world's leading expert. You don't need fancy credentials or a PhD. And actually, some of the best teachers are people who recently figured something out and they still remember what it was like to struggle with it as a beginner. Now, think about it. Would you rather learn from someone in an ivory tower who's forgotten what it's like to be a beginner, or from someone who genuinely understands your struggle because they've been there? Your experience has value. The decades that you've lived, the problems you've solved, the wisdom you've gained, how times have changed, over those decades and how you had to learn new ways of doing things. That's not just personal history, that's intellectual property. And it's time you started treating it that way. So here's your homework. I want you to pick one thing, just one thing that people always ask you about, just one thing, and write down the three main steps someone would need to solve that problem. And you know what? Congratulations. After that, you've just outlined your first digital product. But if you want to go deeper with this, or you just need a little more help figuring out what it is that you know how to do, I've actually created a free mini workbook that walks you through this process step by step. It includes questions to help you figure out what your hidden expertise is. Plus, it has a simple template to help you outline your first digital product, which is a workbook. You can grab that freebie in the description below. It'll take you about 15 minutes to complete. And by the end, you'll have a clear workbook idea that you can actually create and sell. And that is the first step. It's all you need to do. Now, if this sparks something for you, please hit the subscribe button below because I'm going to be sharing more ways to turn your knowledge into income, especially as we're looking forward to our impending retirement. And I'll be doing it right along with you. Also, oh, please comment below. What's the one thing that people always come to you for advice about? I read every single comment and looking forward to learning what you're the expert in. Now, remember, you already know something that someone else desperately needs to learn. It's just time to stop giving it away for free. I'll see you in the next video.